This always gives you a good idea on how long it's been sitting. Surprisingly, these aren't rusted in too bad. So I'm thinking I'll get a big old nut and then a big piece of steel. That, or maybe this timing gear. Yeah, because that's already got universal holes drilled in it. Yeah, that ought to do it. The end got a bunch of porosity because I ran out of wire, and I guess the end of the wire was dirty or something. I don't know. Using grade 8 hardware, but I'm guessing this will probably shear the bolts off if anything breaks and the engine doesn't budge, or it'll shear the key or break the crank. Yo guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a real gem for you. It is a 1971 Mustang Coupe. Oh, and she's been sitting for I don't know how long, but looks straight out of the 70s. And it's got the Krager SS wheels on there, the Avenger 60 tires on the back. This thing's really rough, and I got it just a hair above scrap price. Title for it too, which is really cool. She says it has the 351 Cleveland. It's got a manual trans, so that was a big turn on for me. Now I'm told it was parked for structural rust issues, and that was a long time ago, so I can't imagine how bad it looks underneath now. Wouldn't be surprised if it rips apart as we drag it up on the frame. Luckily I had just enough room to scoot on down here. But yeah, let's just do a spin around tour and then drag her up, see what happens. Can't tell if that's a written. No, I don't think that's. This has been reshot. And ooh, what happened here? Looks like somebody backed into it with a piece of heavy equipment at one point. What I don't like is this whole entire body is just sitting down into the ground. So I can't imagine how bad it's going to be. And you see the weeds have been growing up into it. Ooh, surprised if it has any floors at all. But yeah, it's got the Hurst competition shifter on there. I like that. It doesn't even smell too bad in here, considering, but this is all just trash. You know, I guess somebody sprayed weed killer on it. We got a CB radio in there too? Yeah, it does. We'll get that all uncovered. Get the high performance tachometer. This thing's a race car. Oh, you know, third pedal in there, I'm turned on. I like it. I wonder if these come with. Just a little bit of rust. Oh, the mosquitoes are coming for me at this point, so let's get her loaded up and home. So we can find out, will it run? Or can we make a little profit on parts if there's any good parts left? What do you think? Are these gonna take air? I think maybe so. Oh yeah, we're in business. It's gonna roll real good now. Oof, red ants galore. Look at that. Don't really want to bring them home. Dragger. Could be in gear, but or brake 1, 2. Let's see. Probably should check that. Parking brake's not on, and it's in neutral. Got a little short throw shifter in there, I think. I mean, I guess if any of these wheels spun, we'd be way too lucky. Of course, it's just dragging my truck. I should have spent more time getting it backed up as close as I could. Yeah, that's pulling trailer back up though. Now we just need some more power. yeah, much stronger. Just gotta get out of those ruts. Huh. Wow, that's a really deep hole under there. I guess the ants all did that. It's crazy. There goes our floors. Carfish is hanging out. Hey Bubs, how are you? Oh, you little cutie. He's a pug, right? Oh, black pug, look at you. Yeah, I got it up on the flat so we can pull it over. But here is what's left. A lot of time people say these videos are made up, like you just threw some shrubbery around an old car, but I mean, you can tell when you look at the ground, it's been sitting for a long time. There's the imprints of the exhaust. Oh, it looks like it's got long tube headers, if I'm not mistaken. Here's the collector and open headers at that. This should allow us to slide back over. Since we got it motor back, we got to pull pretty far forward to get our weight right. Yeah, that's coming over. So you sad to see it go, Donna?
I am sad, but I'm glad because it's going to go to something rather than going into
the ground further.
into a compactor.
Yeah, no, exactly. So I'll do something with it, see if it's potentially savable. I don't know if that's true, but otherwise, at least the parts will go into something. Yeah. And you know, it's better than rotting away in the ground. It didn't. You could tell it didn't want to die there. I mean, the tires filled up, so that's a good sign. Yeah. Yeah. Those tires look like they're from the 70s, probably.
They probably are. 80s at least.
You got any old pictures of the car I can plug in? Or?
I might, but I'll have to find them.
Okay, cool.
I'll make sure you get them.
Oh, awesome. Locked and loaded. Village of California, Pennsylvania, that is. Yeah, from Cali, Pensy. Nice day for mowing the lawn on my John Deere. Cute little bar. I like it. I'm gonna go drop this off in my storage yard because I gotta do something with the Buick Special first. But I wanted to pop this hood open and lube up the cylinders, see if we can get it rotating. That, and I kind of just took his word on the fact that it had a 351 Cleveland. So we'll see what's going on. A little bit of rust coming out. There it is. Hinges are a little tight too. Oh, there's first glimpse. Ah, let's get the air cleaner off of it. That's never a good sign. Now, the trick with opening a lot of these hoods is you want to be pulling and lifting. I've said this a lot before in videos, but it took me one time on a Ranchero to just lift straight up and it bent the hood. I mean, it was a junk hood anyway, just like this one. But that's when I realized, yeah, give it a little pull, a little wiggle, and, well, of course, a little lubricant too, but there we are. You can see the mice have facilitated in allowing the hood to rust out, but I've seen worse, and it's cool. It's got the hood scoops, you know, nice. Those actually make sense to allow good airflow into the engine compartment, and rain too, but they're not fake. And here's what we're looking like. Yes, this I believe is a Cleveland because it has the thermostat going right into the block versus the intake manifold on like a Windsor. So the first thing I'm noticing under here is this Mallory ignition coil. That's pretty beefy. Never seen one like it. Maybe you guys have. Here's the factory ignition coil and the distributor cap. I've never seen one like this either. Wow, that's real high performance. This thing's hopped up. Do have ignition points. Those are very corroded, as to be expected. And a Holley carburetor, a 4-barrel, top of a Edelbrock Torker, single plane intake. It looks like oil pressure gauge. And that's yeah, it's definitely locked up solid. Pretty rusty. That's not a good sign for this engine. Non-power brakes, and we got this linkage down here on the steering column. I wonder if this used to be an automatic. Motorcraft battery that looks very vintage, the 80s maybe. Got black oil up to level, some weird looking stuff in it. Yeah, I guess before even budging this, we'll pull the plugs, shoot them. It's got the super stock high temp wires. Oh, that's not a good sign. Just trying to get some of this cleared before we pop the plugs out, but if those rodents nest right on top of the carburetor and all that urine goes down, it never helps the situation. If there's any chance of saving this Holley, we're gonna have to pull it off and soak the whole thing too. Oh, rusty cylinders. I've never seen a rusty plug tip without rusty cylinders. The cylinders 1, 2, 3 on bank 1 all had some rust, worst up front, and in the back nothing. A set of Autolite 24 resistor type plugs. And on the driver's side, cylinders 7 and 8 show a little rust. This is a good opportunity to try out my new borescope. Picked up one of these on Amazon. And well, this one's made by Tech, but there's a lot of different brands. I'll drop a link to them down below if you want to check out the prices and such. But this one's cool because it's a dual lens and you can rock this back and forth to get some mechanical action on there. So if you want to drop it in the cylinder and then take a look up at the cylinder sidewall or up at the valves, you know, can't do that with the old ones. And here we go. Oh, cylinder is full of cobwebs. This is a crosshatch pattern, no? What is, oh, that's corrosion down on there, real bad piston corrosion. I don't know what's going on with that down there. Let's try blowing it out. Yeah, that's just real bad pitting and corrosion. Beautiful. What a shame. And cylinder number 2, looking about the same. Yeah, what's nice is getting in tight spaces with this too. You can kind of rock it back and forth to wiggle by certain things. And number 3, looking actually much better. Here's a glance at number 4. The piston's pretty much at the top, so can't get a good look. Number 5, we're looking pretty good, nice crosshatch. Number 6, same deal. Number 7, piston toward the top, and kind of can sneak it by a little bit if you rotate the dial. Yep, all the way up at the top there. And then number 8 has some cobwebs along with some nasty looking rust stuff. As far as this unit goes, yeah, this is definitely something you need in your arsenal. Having that articulating head is absolutely priceless compared to the just standard straightforward ones, or even if you have the dual camera. I mean, being able to do that is going to allow you to get in a much tighter place. So yeah, check them out on Amazon. I'll say that Tech works well, but maybe just buy whichever one's on sale is what I would suggest. Now I'm hitting up each cylinder with a little shot of PB Blast, and let's see if we get lucky. If it budges, if it budges, we're good. Nope. Oh, tight. Oh, we got 15/16 on the crank. Loosened it. No, she's locked up pretty good. darn. Well, I can't say I'm surprised, but I'll just let that soak for a little bit. I can always hit it with vinegar, or weld the breaker bar to the crank. We got all sorts of options, but for now, I'm gonna go pick some other junk up. I had to get a remote controller for this winch so I can be pushing while winching since the driveway's on an angle. Got it snatch blocking off of there, but that's not gonna do it. Alright, that should be good from here. Thanks, Lauder. I'll bother her when she's getting ready. And so I don't have to bother her next time. I'm gonna order one of these wireless remotes now. $14.97. This has been soaking. Let's see if she'll crank over now. What you barking for? Wait, intruder? Yeah, you dummy. There's no one even here. It's just the grass blowing, boy. Come on, let's go. Oh, speaking of the goose man, I'm actually popping the rat out right now. Look at that nice green coolant. Because it has a bunch of holes and it was leaking. So I don't want that leaking in the yard. Imagine that, still locked up.
Have you been in the driver's seat yet?
Oh, no. No, I'd be lucky if I get this engine running. Not looking good.
You should drive it with all the shrubbery in there.
Yeah, it's all thorns too. Yeah, we got rid of all that coolant, buddy. This always gives you a good idea on how long it's been sitting. Surprisingly, these aren't rusted in too bad. So I'm thinking I'll get a big old nut and then a big piece of steel. That, or maybe this timing gear. Yeah, because that's already got universal holes drilled in it. Yeah, that ought to do it. The end got a bunch of porosity because I ran out of wire, and I guess the end of the wire was dirty or something. I don't know. Using grade 8 hardware, but I'm guessing this will probably shear the bolts off if anything breaks and the engine doesn't budge, or it'll shear the key or break the crank. Got the Armstrong Chicago number H51 3/4 ratchet. Actually, probably go breaker bar 1.5 inches is what it is. Oof, a little tight. There it goes. Budge backwards. Now, you know the proper way at this point would be take the engine apart, but we're not going to do that. You know, I'm told it ran when parked, so See, we really should be taking the valve covers off and checking if the valve's going up and down too, otherwise likely to bend the valve. Ooh, like that, what's stopping right there? That's not good. You guys hear it? Just a dead stop. Might as well get this carburetor off too while we're at it. And it's soaking. We got the double pumper Holly locked up tight. It's certain that this is going to need some heat to loosen it up, but for now, I'll let it soak in some diesel / ATF. Probably got a spare carb kicking around anyway, if this doesn't come to life without major rebuild. Yeah. Wow, clean. So this head's got double springs in it, and the piece that separates the inner from outer spring is sticking out. It's also got these little chunks just kind of sitting here. And these are just the oil deflectors from this rocker and this rocker, and then the other piece is a chunk of that spring separator. Oh, and there's another little piece of this trying to go down back into the pan. Oh, another piece up there. You get a lifter. They are not pumped up at all. Looking good on this side. Another broken spring separator, and there's a piece going down into the oil pan. Look at that. At this point, I have suspicions, so I decided to bore scope the cylinders again. And, well, look what we got here. A broken valve. Looks like really rusty and maybe broken for a long time, but we looked in here before, it wasn't. So I'm thinking, yeah, I must have done this. And, oh, well, here's another. Yep, look at that clean break. This was definitely my doing. The stems were rusty, the valves didn't get pushed back in, and I ended up with 3 broken exhaust valves. Boy, am I disappointed. Looking up, you can see that's the exhaust valve port. Wow, a lot of corrosion. Really ugly. So, will it run? Absolutely not. Without engine repair, that is. Before we go any further, let's find out what's in this trunk. Could be all sorts of goodies. She gave me a set of keys. They look brand spanking new. Let's see what's up. Actually, this gas tank too. Let's see what that smells like. Smells like nothing. Slides right in. It's not going, but it's almost like we don't even need the key. That was easy. Probably wasted time going in here. Oh, toolkit actually. Look at that. Oh, ants. No. Don't want to disturb them too much. I'm gonna move into the garage as I disturb them, but actually, this little socket set, it's not bad. Yeah, I'm gonna let those ants be. I don't see anything else of value in here. It hasn't been opened in a while. You can see why it's so easy to just flex that out of the way because the metal's rotted apart. Oh, golly. She is crispy down here. It does have the aftermarket oil pan though. It didn't rot through. Long tube headers. Looks like aftermarket bell housing, but this top loader, 4-speed, tell it's a 4-speed because it has the 3 levers. That's worth the price of admission alone. So definitely be popping that on out of there. Oof. And it looks to be, yeah, it's a 49-inch on it. Big boy compared to the one on my 67. That's worth something right there. See, it's got air shocks too. At this point, I'm certain on doing the part out / salvage. I'm gonna pull the trans, keep that, the drive shaft, the coil, the carburetor, rad battery, a few other odds and ends, and then leave some meat on the bone. So we got a good front bumper, grill, Doors are actually in half decent shape. The hood outer skin is in good shape. I mean, somebody could fix this up and use it. It's not rotted out completely at the edge. And then in the interior, you know, you got the decent door panels too over here. So a lot of meat left on the bone. I gotta get this shifter off in here so we can drop that trend out. Hopefully I can keep some stuff and make a little money. I think we'll grab this Edelbrock Torquer intake too. It's probably worth a couple $100. These heads, even though they need to be rebuilt, are also worth some change. You know, being the 4V heads. Easiest way to determine if you got the 2V or 4V heads is it's cast right in the corner of the heads. See, make it nice and easy for you. Little coolant heater, looks like. Look at those huge 4V ports. You can fit 4 fingers in them. Oh yeah, we got 98,000 miles and the gauges are in good shape. Oh, we got a CB radio. Oh yeah, probably still works too. Old school dial on there. This is what we're after though. Nada. The original green carpet. I don't see too many pull tab cans anymore. Shifter knob just cracked. It was all brittle anyway, falling apart. Well, it seemed like this would maybe just pull up, but it must come out the bottom. If you're ever looking at one of these Ford differentials and trying to determine if it's got an 8-inch or 9-inch, the easiest way is to just look at these 2 bottom nuts, and if you can't get a socket right at them, then it's a 9-inch. See, these are kind of tucked in, you gotta get a wrench. The other thing you'll notice is the 3rd member casting is pretty much completely round versus having a flat edge. You can't really go by the housing, because I've seen some 9-inch housings that are completely round, and this one's got a flat on the top and bottom. Even though this says 8 right here, DIF 8, it's a 9-inch. One Hurst Competition Plus shifter. One 4-speed with a speedo cable I forgot to detach. Oh no. Not the way I wanted to do that. Oh, it's okay. I yanked right out of there. I didn't cause any damage. There's a glance at the steel bell housing. A high performance purple clutch. And oh, looks like rodents got in there too. Yep. And he must have went through the clutch fork opening. Wow, that clutch fork's actually about to rot through too. Then we got our prize. Nice top loader. You can see why they call it that. Because all the gears and such are serviced from above. I will probably open this up here in a little bit. See how the gears all look. Well, yeah, this is a nice piece. Look at that tag on there too. Well, darn, some of you guys might have already noticed, but I'm just seeing that we have a broken off ear on this transmission case, and that is the one that's used. You see, they just, you know what? That's why that one was harder to get to. Not a big deal. We'll probably just throw a bolt with a big washer bracket, I don't know, a piece of like angle iron in there or something. And then maybe we can use this one with the case too, or I'm sorry, the bell housing too. No, we'd have to drill a hole, but that can be done. Certainly not worth tearing down the whole thing and replacing the case for just that. Better yet, why don't I just take this aftermarket steel bell housing? I was actually just looking these up, and I believe this is a Lakewood. It's a $1,000 bell housing, so that's a big score. Oh, that's heavy. Might as well grab the clutch and flywheel while we're at it too. I'm stuck. Very interesting on this clutch. It still has the print on it. Looks like it was used for maybe a couple miles, if that. I mean, it's brand spanking new. And the flywheel was hitting this back plate here too. So that must have been an obnoxious sound. And actually on the inside of the bell housing too, that's all sorts of scraped up, but that almost looks like somebody came in here with a grinder to clearance it. I don't know, hard to tell. I mean, the scratches are kind of neat. And I don't see any evidence on here. Looks like an aftermarket Z-bar too. It's got actually a ball end on it. Let's see. That's not what the one looks like in my 67. But yeah, whether I use this or not, it's worth good money. Now, on these 4V heads, I was just reading up, and there's actually a closed chamber heads and open chamber heads. The closed chambers are worth more money. I want to drop in here and see which these are. So let's get this all the way down and then flip the camera up. See the combustion chamber? Yeah, these are closed chamber heads, so that makes them considerably more valuable. Probably worth at least $500 for the pair, or you know, as rebuildables. Another way to check what heads you have, what I was just reading, is underneath the lifter pan. Wow, this engine has no runtime. It's brand new. But under here, under one of the intake ports, actually that's probably it right there, there's a casting number. And that'll let you know if they're open or closed chamber, if you look that number up. Of course you need a mirror to get to it. And I'm a little curious on this engine to see if it's a 4-bolt or a 2-bolt main. Oof, magnetic drain plug. Quite a bit of gray crud on there. Let's take a look up in this pan, see if we got a 4-bolt main block. There's one cap. Nope, it's a 2-bolt main cap. All right, yeah, from what I was reading, the 4-bolt mains are fairly common with the 4V engines. Let's see how this is looking in here. Well, at first, got a pretty stinky burning smell to it. Oh yeah, pretty clean and not stinky inside. That was just these bolt holes. It smells like really clean gear oil. Take a look at the gears. Looking for any chips. And yeah, I'd say that's gonna work just fine. First, second, third, fourth, and reverse. And now that reverse gear is in mesh. It's getting covered in oil. Call that good enough to run. Went ahead and removed the rear seal. Got one of those on order. It's kind of a bear to get out. It's got the double walls, but something I should have done when I had the cover off was check if this is a close ratio or a wide ratio. Now, wide ratios are more common, and you're gonna have, I was just reading online, it should have 2.78 turns for 1 revolution in the back in the first gear. And if it's a close ratio, it'll be 2.32. So I just marked these, and I got that marked. First gear, we go 1, 2, go to about, a 3/4 right there, 2.78. And yes, lined up. So that's good. You get better drivability with that close ratio. It's more like a racing thing. They're more valuable though. So at this point, I'm gonna pop the heads off. We've got to get our eyes in there and check it out. I can't sleep until I do, but out of all the junky engines I've done over the years, I've never had exhaust valves just hang up like that and be so rusty where they didn't close and break off. I'm really disappointed in myself, honestly, but... Oh, I should have put a pan down. Oh yeah. We got some domed pistons and a freshly broken exhaust valve. Now actually this one looks like it might have been broken before. I'll have to look back at the bore scope footage because you see all the lifters, none of those are stuck at all, because that's another way you can break a valve if the lifter gets stuck in the bore. Really a darn shame. You can see it did need a valve job anyway. Look at this thing. So nasty. Like this exhaust valve's still intact, but I mean, that one easily could have broken too. Just gets locked in place, you know. Spin's over free now. After rotating this over a few times, all the cylinders look decent except for number 1. That's definitely got some heavy pitting that would have caused oil consumption, and also look at all the corrosion on the piston. Measure these bores out too and see if they're already overbored. I'd imagine they are. Standard bore is 4 inches. Yeah, it's overboard with the carbon lip at the top. I'm at about 4 20,000ths. So lesson learned. Next time do a better job bore scoping, and if you suspect or see a lot of rust, probably a good idea to pull the valve covers off and check that the valves, you know, all sound like you can hear them closing. That, if you hear a dull sound, then maybe a good idea to check if that valve is seating or not. You see, those 2 are missing, but I suspect they probably would have sounded the same. Yep. When they were hung open. Oh man, that's really stuck. Over on my cart, I do have 2 sets of 302 Windsor heads, and look at the difference in the exhaust valve size. Wow. But it's almost the same size as the intake. I bet you if in a jam, Mad Max style, we could probably throw those intake valves in it. Just for giggles, I popped one of the intakes off there. And let's see, it measures the same stem. Oh. I mean, it's a little bit bigger, but it is making contact on the seat enough to where this thing would run. I've had this listed on Marketplace for a few days now at $900. Ton of tire kickers, but I got one serious guy who's coming today with a trailer. I told him what parts are missing, that was all on the listing, and he mostly just wants it for the rebuildable 351 Cleveland. I think he's getting a great deal at $900, considering it has a title. I mean, if you have the space, time, and means to part one of these out, you want to make a little extra coin, even if you picked one of these up for $1,000, you could easily triple that, no problem. Quadruple, really. Crazy part is, I was actually the second guy to look at this car. First dude said, no way, thing's junk. I won't take it for any price. Oh, here she is. What do you think?
Let's go. Hold on.
Yeah. You said you pretty much want it for the motor, right?
I haven't, like I said, I have a convertible, and I'm looking, it has no engine, so I'm looking to get just the parts off of it to put together, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, unfortunately, she's kind of, I mean, somebody could restore this. It was a rare one, but.
You have the cross member somewhere?
Yes, that cross member I saw on eBay. Yeah. The rusty one stuff for like $300. It's crazy.
Well, you know what? I told you can get one out of one of these catalogs for $50.
So like one of these bumpers on eBay, $800. I mean, of course that's eBay prices, but that's probably worth $400 or $500, I'd imagine.
Well,
so hopefully you'll be able to do pretty good.
I was gonna try to keep with you. I said, oh, you can buy them and buy them.
So I've got some of these plastic slide blocks that you guys actually, somebody recommended them in the comments for dragging vehicles up on trailers. Give them a go. Yeah, look at that. Steer it.
Yeah, steer it a little bit.
He's made very easy work of that, especially using just the 3,500 pound winch. Mostly got these just to protect the aluminum bed on the rollback. I just cut the cables off of them too, because those seem to just get in the way. No need for them, you know. There she goes. Off to deliver more parts to people that need them. And with that one going, I can get back working on the 67. You see turbos taking a little nap out front of it. Yeah, oh, you liking this weather or what? I got the fuel lines that just came in, stainless steel. I got all the stainless brake lines installed, the fuel tank in, and it's all undercoated and painted. I was about to push this in the garage now and get back working on it, but I should probably get the 289 back together first and then push it in. This has been a very slow project for me, mostly because I was waiting on parts, but now I got pretty much everything I need. Holly hooked me up with a great discount on a bunch of Scott Drake stuff. I got a full 2.5-inch exhaust from Pipes, and they also hooked me up with one of their cold case radiators, electric fans, did go with the quieter Turbo Pro mufflers this time. So I'm excited to get going on all that this week, and there will be some of that in the next video. I appreciate you guys very much for tuning in. I know sometimes it's no frills, but that's just how the cookie crumbles. I mean, what do you guys think? Could the 71 have been saved, or should it have been saved, should I say? Will it run? No. Fury, that's now loaded up and on its way out to California. Final segment on the 1965 Fury wagon. I had put it up for sale for $6,500 or $2 grand to anybody that had bought a Fury shirt. And sure enough, guy reached out. He said, hey, I love that car. I have a shirt and I want it. I originally paid $2 grand for this car with no title, not running. So $2K, a lot of bang for the buck, especially having fuel injection, but happy to give back to somebody that supported the channel. Thank you, Stefan, for purchasing a shirt. And I think that's all I got. So appreciate you guys very much. See you again soon. No nonsense, no how. You gotta go in, buddy? Come on, let's go get some food. Hey, what's this guy up to? Huh? Being a good boy, playing with your stuff, you all by yourself? Oh, get away from me. Oh, is that yours? Look at these nails. We gotta cut them today. He hates getting his nails cut, but we force him into it. Probably not as often as we should.